Hi, I'm Oliver. And I'm 19 tomorrow, and I have Becker's muscular dystrophy, and I do have a bit of autism as well, which is on the spectrum still of my autism.
Like all things, I think we start from the beginning. Where was the beginning? The beginning for me was I worked as a therapist in Freshwinds for the last 20 years, and I worked at our first site, which is Gravelly Hill. And I was treating a young boy who had muscular dystrophy, and his mother said, and I was very curious, and I said to him, how did you know that he had muscular dystrophy? And she said to me, he kept falling over in the schoolyard. And suddenly I realised that was my son. The whole description of what she was giving of her son was in fact what was happening to my son. So I remember I rushed home and said to my wife, I think we should, have a check at least. Maybe he's just got flat feet. And we took him to the doctor. The doctor said, yeah, flat feet. But then he had an assistant who looked at him and made him stand up and sit down. And the classic test for muscular dystrophy is what they call the Gowers test, where they come and rise off the floor. And he didn't come off the floor very fast. And she was immediately responded to this by doing blood tests. They came back positive. So we had a high CK count, which then led to Oliver's diagnosis of muscular dystrophy. And they told us it was the worst type, which was Duchenne's. I remember the day that we found out. It was a dark day. He was about 4 years old. And we went along to the clinic. You always know it's very bad. You get there, there's a social worker, a physio, too many people in the room. You know that it's going to be bad news. And they said, yes, I'm sorry, it's Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and this is a very bad disease. You can expect the worst. Mortality, reduced mortality to around about 15, 18, expect the worst, and we will support you. Now that means a lot, we will support you, because it doesn't really mean a lot. It means we'll do services, we'll do weekly, monthly checks on you, which will then go to yearly, whichever, and then really you don't get much support at all. So it was great for me working as a therapist in Freshwinds. I was able to kind of create my own support. So I came to Freshwinds, where I worked, and I saw Mohammed, who's the CEO, and I said to him, my son's got muscular dystrophy, what shall I do? So first of all things begin with a hug. He hugged me and he said, look, don't worry about the diagnosis. That's there. What's the vibration of this? How can we change this? How can we support you? What can we do? Let's just find out, let's just break this down. And from then followed support from Freshwinds, which included complementary therapies, parents' meeting groups, outings, chats. Oliver had lots of homeopathy and healing, and all those things then contributing to support. And that's what Freshwinds provided for us. And it's difficult to say what how you calibrate these things. Whether he's instantly healed or not, you don't see those things. What you see is either a sleepy child or a hyperactive child. But somehow you develop a way of calibrating it, that you say, he seems a bit better, things seem a bit better. The fact you get support, you feel a bit better. And so suddenly the whole system, I don't like to use the word holistically to give it too much lip service, but I think that the whole thing gets better. And then though it's like a field effect, we're happier, he's happier, everything is better. And so we move on, and that's what I think is the true nature of support. It isn't really about making promises about the disease, but it's actually supporting the processes that are around the disease. I think that's probably what Freshwinds does best.
So recently, before I knew I had Becker's, I thought doctors thought I had Duchenne muscular dystrophy, but then the doctors found out I didn't, because I wasn't going off my legs on the year when everyone on the age when you're supposed to, and it's really helped that, because now I can do drumming, I can do fast drumming, I think I wouldn't be able to do, and also I've been able to my muscles haven't got wasted since I was the age when I thought I had Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which tells me that I've got Becker's? Well, I don't know why it happened, why I'm better, but a couple of years ago, when I was younger, my mum used to bring me to Freshwinds, and I think there's some things that I remember. Like I remember, like some people that I remember the personality of, and I think one of the people I remember was PJ, because I remember his personality. Like, I think he kind of like looked after me quite a lot when I needed him to, and also and I remember like the barbecue party when I had like sausages and like burgers and stuff, and there was like music going on.
Ready? Hey, Ollie, do you remember some things we did at Freshwinds?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you remember?
Also, I think I remember that big garden.
Oh yeah, the big garden and the big house.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Edgbaston. We were at George Road. Yeah. And, do you remember the barbecues we had there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite thing?
I think like the smell. I remember the smell.
The smell of what?
Like sausages.
Sausages.
Yeah. No.
You like sausages?
Burgers. I mean.
And do you remember any of the therapists that saw you?
Yeah, that's one I can't remember.
Kath. The lady that saw you.
Yeah, the one that I just saw again just now. I remembered her.
Oh, that's Lynette.
Yeah.
She's good fun, isn't she?
Yeah,
she's good fun.
I remember when she was good fun.
Oh, you remember when she was good fun? Yeah. Was she always really always good fun when she saw you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things she does. I think with the children, she always likes to be really good fun. Because she's a homeopath. That's her speciality.
Yeah.
Oliver, do you remember you just talked about Lynette? Yeah. You know that she was really nice. But do you remember that time when Nick was going to give you the massage? Do you know that time when you were laughing and you wouldn't keep still?
Yeah.
You're terrible to massage. You're awful to massage. You never keep still. You're so ticklish. The slightest thing. I wouldn't like to have been him giving you a massage. It'd be terrible. Just be chasing you around the room and you just giggle so much.
You even did. I think you did. I still do that now.
I know,
you massage my legs.
I know, you're awful at it. You just can't keep still.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things maybe you've got. It's part of the autism. It's like a hypersensitivity.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Poor Nick. He was having a hard time, I think.
Well, I'm 19 tomorrow, and it's going to be great because I love like socialising with my friends and my family, which I love, going for a drink and stuff. And I've heard that now I'm going to live till 40, because before I only knew that I could live till 15, but now that's good, because now the thing I really want to do is be in the metal band and just like play and just like with some guys that are into like symphonic black metal and stuff, but a different sort of it, which is different, which I haven't produced before.
So now Oliver has Becker's. He's now going to live maybe till he's 40. Where do we go from here? Does it all stop here? Is this the end? Or is this just another part of the big journey that we've got to do now with Oliver with Becker's? Certainly there is no end, and I think sport is ongoing, and we just move on into the future and just take each day by day.